welcome to our Plugs Community Connection. I am your host, DJ Kitty Cat, with my sister co-host, Miss Morningstar on WKRA 92.7 FM The Change. If you're looking for the best in news, current events, community outreach programs, and shopping connections, you've come to the right place. We've got a great mix of content and community connections lined up for you this evening, along with special guest interviews. So, grab your favorite drink of choice, turn up the volume, and let's get into it.
Good morning, WKR. Good morning, WKRA 92.7 The Change. It is your morning host, DJ Kitty, here with my co-host, my little sister, Mrs. Morningstar, and we are from Our Plugs, a Community Connection. Happy Monday, folks. Where did the weekend go? Because I want to do over. I'm not pleased with what the amount of time that we have to actually enjoy the weekend. But I hope that you took the time that you did have, all 48 hours of them, and enjoyed every minute of it. Please enjoy it. We are back at it. It is 1 week until Thanksgiving. There is a lot of things to be thankful for, although there is a lot of craziness that's happening in this world due to we can always name what it's due to, but I want you guys to keep your minds clear. We're gonna be all right. It's just a little crazy right now. I mean, we got some crazy news on Friday. Over the weekend was wild because social media streets were on fire due to some information we received. We're gonna get into it. We can't say too much because we're on the radio, but we're gonna talk because baby, what? Anywho, come on in. I want to say
somebody got some splaining to do.
Some splaining to do. I don't know.
Somebody got some splaining
At
to
this point, I don't know if I even want him to explain any.
Well, not to us, but to his base. I mean, they're in an uproar. They're angry.
They're a little angry. They're a little upset. Oh well. Oh well. If this is the face of I told you so, this is the face of I told you so. We told you so. We told you so. Anyway, good morning, Holly Springs, Mississippi, as well as Memphis, Tennessee. Today is going to be a good day. Keep telling yourself that no matter what, today is going to be fun and enjoyable, and we are going to kiki at all the crazy that we have come across. And Lord knows, like I said, we've come across some crazy, but we're going to get into it. Before we can get started, as always, here is your reminder to drink your 16 ounces of water. And if you have to take your morning medication, please take your morning medication. Well, we're going to have this show, irregardless to what's going on, just to remind you that life is okay. Miss Morningstar, I'm getting some real bad feedback on your end. Are you on mute? Yeah, it's a little. Anywho, thank you, sis. That's a lot better. So we are going to start the show like we do with every show, and that is with a morning affirmation. And we get those morning affirmations from my girl, my little sister, Mrs. Morningstar, from Our Plugs, a Community Connection. Miss Morningstar has a beautiful way of sharing her affirmations. I will go on mute now and let her have the floor. Good morning, Miss Morningstar.
So I wonder if that's a StreamYard update. We can't be both on mute. StreamYard, what's going on? Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome in. And for those on TikTok listening to us this evening as we record, good evening to you all. So we do say happy Monday because it is Monday for our listeners in Holly Springs and Mississippi. So good morning, Holly Springs and Mississippi. And
Holly Springs and Memphis.
Yes, Holly Springs in Memphis, Tennessee.
Yes.
Mississippi is the state. Y'all,
Yeah.
yeah, now follow me. It's Monday. I need some coffee. But anywho, um, let's get started with some affirmations. Today, our affirmations, it's gonna be kind of light. It's gonna be for Monday. It's gonna be kind of light. Not gonna give y'all too much, but I'm gonna give you a few things that will help you with some empowerment. Give you that needed boost to get you going. Some things you can kind of look in the mirror and tell yourself in the morning, or jot 3 things down on a sticky note, stick it to your mirror. Do whatever you need to do, but just kind of use these on a good empowerment Monday, and hopefully it'll help guide you through your week. All right, so it's about 12 of them, so let's go through them. Number 1, I accept myself just the way I am, and you should. Don't change anything about yourself unless you want to change some stuff about yourself. Number 2, I am calm and centered. Take a deep breath. Exhale out through your nose and center yourself so you can be prepared for whatever you have to get into this good Monday. Number 3, I honor and respect myself. Always honor and respect yourself. I do my best every day, and that's all we can do. Yes, all we got. Number 5, I am capable of achieving my goals. Number 6, good things are coming my way. Claim it, y'all. Number 7, setbacks only make me stronger. Absolutely. Number 8, I practice gratitude every day. Number 9, I don't take things personally. But we shouldn't. Sometimes people might just be having a bad day, y'all. Number 10, I think before I speak. I gotta work on that one. I ain't gonna even hold y'all. We all have our
Me
moments.
too.
Yes. So yeah, that's something I'm gonna definitely jot down so I can say I think before I speak.
I'm working
I
on
like that.
work in progress. I'm trying.
Work in progress, baby. Number 11, I don't take myself too seriously. I think that ties in with overthinking. We did a show
Yeah.
on overthinking. So yeah, don't push yourself over the edge, y'all. You know,
Don't beat yourself up.
be easy on yourself, right? Be a little easy on yourself. And number 12, I strive to become a better person. Amen.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Absolutely.
So
All
those
of
are your
that.
12 affirmations for today. Hope y'all using this morning.
All of that, and we need affirmations and reminders all day. So you might want to put your reminder onto, hey, especially after lunch, you know, after your morning, and you've had your breakfast and you went to work, and you're dealing with getting back into the office after 2 days off. 2 days, y'all, 2 days off. Get back into the office. Give yourself a minute after lunch to just catch your breath and remind yourself that you are that girl. Anywho, I want to say welcome to all you new folks on TikTok and on YouTube. I see you out there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, let's go ahead and get started with this weather, because this weather is weathering. Let's go. Let's see. Go ahead and block that person right there, Miss Morningstar, if you can. Holly Springs, you have a high today of 69 and low of 55 with a 15% chance of rain. Feels like temperature is 67 during the day, 42 evening and at night. A little chilly. Winds out of the southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Humidity is low during the day, moderate evening and at night. Mosquito risk is low. Grass pollen is low. Air quality is very good. It's going to be a cloudy and beautiful day. Perfect day to go for a walk, go out, go for a bike ride. Just get outside and breathe. Okay, Memphis, Tennessee. Today you have a high of 69, a low of 60 with a 15% chance of rain. Feels like temperatures 68 during the day, 44 evening and at night. Winds are out of the southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Humidity is low during the day, moderate during the evening and at night. Mosquito risk is low. Grass pollen is low. Air quality is very good. And it's going to be a partly cloudy day, overcast in the afternoon, but still get outside and enjoy the weather. Hot Houston, come on in. 83 is your high, 69 is your low. I was hoping that the temperatures would actually change and we get some cooler temps, but I see right now that we're not going to be able to do that. Um, 24% chance of rain, feels like temperature 86 during the day, 74 at night. Winds out of the south southeast at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Humidity is high during the day, very high at night. Mosquito risk is high. Grass and tree pollen are both low. Ragweed pollen is moderate. Air quality is very good. It's going to be a cloudy and partly sunny day. Enjoy your day. Get outside. Go for a walk. I mean, it's going to be a little warm, in the 80s, but it's better than the 90s. So we take what we can get. This is the fall, so it could be worse. We could be in the still hot or extremely cold. So I'm a rock with it how it is. So that is your. Oh, Angel said temperatures changes starting Friday. That sounds good to me. I would love some cooler weather. I like the cold, not too cold though. We've all already established that Miss Morningstar is like I like it just like it is, not too cold at all. Anywho, so today that is your weather for today. Let's go ahead, Miss Morningstar, and get into the news that you can use. So come off mute. We just gonna have to talk about it. StreamYard just gonna have to fix that little glitch because we gotta talk. Now, little sis, I know you saw that they released some emails. And I really don't want to, well, we can't get into it too graphically on the radio anyway, but everybody should be aware of what those emails pertain to. Some of them. I'm still reading. I'm actually trying to read all of them. But it's a lot. It's over 20,000 emails. My goodness. So
I ain't doing it. I ain't reading all of them things.
a lot of it is finance, though.
A lot as they, the ones that stand out,
Yeah.
like the one from Friday.
Oh, girl, the one from Friday.
So if y'all not aware, there was an email that was sent by Mark Epstein. It was a communication. So Mark Epstein is Epstein's brother that passed away. His brother is Mark. So him and his brother was having a private email conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And in the midst of that email, it hinted of some pictures that were that were floating out here, maybe in the hands of Pootie Tang. And it was our president on bended knees in awkward situations, having a lollipop, inappropriately with a person by the name of Bubba.
We don't know who Bubba is.
We don't really know who Bubba is. However, upon a little research,
allegedly,
did find a person of interest nicknamed Bubba. Now, I don't really think that is the person. I mean, President Bill Clinton, his nickname was Bubba, but that don't really say much.
Allegedly.
No, that's really his nickname, but that that don't really mean much to me. I just feel like there was some other things titled behind Bubba, like a lot of Caucasian people in the South kind of use that terminology for young men. They call them Bubba. Young men, kids, children. Then there's an alleged horse. Horse. Yeah, y'all know horse. A riding horse that belonged to Miss Maxwell. That horse's name was Bubba as well. So it's a lot floating around out here. You just never know. And to see such a disturbing email with the commander-in-chief, I just got a question. What's going on, bro?
Miss Morningstar.
I,
Uh,
I mean,
uh, we
what?
didn't see this, but we knew it had to be something really, really nefarious for him to be fighting so hard for them not to
They fighting
hard.
hard.
They fighting
When I
tooth and
tell you, I ain't
nail.
never seen nobody fight this hard. I mean, they calling people to the situation room.
Situation room, girl.
This is mighty serious. Why
Lauren,
he
you
don't
need
want these
Lauren.
files to come out?
Lauren, you're needed in the situation room, ma'am. Lauren, to the situation room.
They are having a meltdown
Mm.
in MAGA world. I mean, one of my stories is the fallout with MCG,
I
Big
mean,
Bad
he just
March.
threw her to the
Woo!
baby.
Now,
When
did
I
you see
tell
that? Did you see that, sis?
you, when he cuts you, and you know
It
the
ain't nothing to
mere
cut that
fact,
off.
okay, the mere fact that she is trying her best to apologize for all the steak.
First of all, Marge, apology not accepted. I don't fool with
And
you.
not
We'll never fool with you. Whatever.
nope.
You can get up here and guess what? Guess what too? I don't care.
Mm-mm.
I don't care. I don't care that you're being harassed. I don't care that people are threatening your life. I don't care that people are calling you and harassing you. So what? All these years that you sat up here and defended
Years.
a known treasonous traitor who orchestrated January 6th, how you disrespected our former Joe Biden, the president, the GOAT, how you stood up and disrespected him, how you tried to attack a young kid that was part of one of those school shootings.
David Hogg.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How you harassed Jasmine Crockett and AC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
AOC.
AOC.
Yeah.
No,
Break it down,
ma'am.
sis.
You gets no respect. You get
Apology not
no. I
accepted.
don't care about your apologies.
Well,
I don't
keep
care.
it,
We
baby.
don't care.
We
We don't
sure
care.
don't care. Are you apologizing to who? Because, baby, you would never, ever, ever. You had one chance when a person shows you who they are, believe them. You had one chance to act like a civilized human being. And you took that opportunity when you got into office and disparaged everyone. Everyone.
Marjorie.
Everyone that's brown, everyone that's LGBTQIA, everyone who was different from you, you had your lips on them. And now that the Uno reversed, now we're supposed to accept your apology. Baby, keep it. Keep it.
We don't care.
I do see that Jasmine Crockett did make a statement on, I think, Twitter, talking to her, telling her, I try to tell you or whatever. And, Jasmine Crockett has a lot of class. I tip my hat to that young lady, but I'm 55 years old. Girl, please.
Well, I'm pretty sure Jasmine's gonna do the
I know.
professional thing,
Absolutely.
because a woman of class and in a professional role with the responsibility is always gonna keep it classy, cute. Because we're gonna keep it cute. However, when you know a snake gonna bite the same way. Like
Every
right
time.
now your commander and your daddy, the person who you worshipped, has now called you a traitor and a lunatic.
And sometimes has she called people traitors and lunatics?
Yeah, called you a traitor and a lunatic, and he will not endorse you. And he said all these hurtful things, as you put it. She put it, it was very hurtful. And she does hope that they can make up. Oh, so she still wants to, yeah, where the tissue? Hand her the tissue. Don't get your tissue. That's why all this whatever she on right now, I don't care. Keep doing it. Good. You ain't doing nothing but helping our base. Whatever. But we don't care.
We don't have it in us to care because
We
you
don't
didn't care for forever. Ever since
We
you
don't
walked
care.
it probably before you even got into office. Obviously, that is the
I
case.
know she like sinners have souls.
Sinners have souls, girl.
We
Tell
don't
Jesus.
care.
Don't go to church, go to a therapist.
We'll care.
Social media is not your therapist. You do
No.
not have to explain it to us. We are still going to, baby, it will forever be no with you. Okay? There's nothing that you can do.
No.
No is a complete sentence, baby.
So yeah, that was my story with her. Large Marge, Big Bag Marge, that's what I call her, is having a meltdown. Her daughter is on Twitter saying, "Leave my mommy alone.
Leave my mom alone."
Everybody, I mean, but what was all that smoking energy when you were doing this to migrants or immigrants and their families, and how you were treating people of color and how you were disgusting to Hunter Biden and how you embarrassed him in front of the world? Like, what about him? He's a human. He's a human being with feelings.
And now all of a sudden you're supposed to apologize, and we're supposed to say, "Oh, okay, well, she apologized, baby." We don't rock like that. We do not rock like that. Let us be clear. You get what you get, and you don't have a fit. You made this bed. Lie in it with your lying behind. You should be used to lying. That's all you've been doing since you've been in office. So get used to it. Now you get a taste of everything that you put out. That's the thing about karma. What you put out into the universe eventually comes back and bites you in the butt. And you tell me one person that has been with him from the very beginning that ain't been bit by him. You thought you were special. Why? Because you have horse teeth and blonde hair? Girl, let's go.
I wish everybody know that nobody is saved. You are not saved with a narcissist. He does not like you for real. Wake up, y'all. Go ahead.
And now you want to be upset. Girl, we don't care. Cry. Go find you a therapist and go talk.
Cry harder.
Here, I found you some Kleenex.
And I got a pillow over there you could dab your head into, because we don't care.
Ain't trying to hear it. All right, let's go ahead and go to a quick commercial break, Miss Morningstar. You are listening to Our Plugs, the community connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We will be right back after this quick commercial break.
Why advertise with Our Plugs, LLC? What do you get? Radio promotion. Perfect for online businesses. YouTube promotion. Customers can view your commercial. TikTok promo. Gain followers and showcase product. Follow us on all platforms, YouTube and TikTok. Our Plugs, LLC. www.ourplugs.com.
At Lovership Apparel, we believe fashion is more than clothing. It's a statement of self-love, confidence, and authenticity. From our signature beautiful hoodies to our versatile everyday wear, every piece is designed to inspire you to embrace who you truly are. Whether you're at home or on the go, making moves in the world, Lovership Apparel lets you show up boldly and comfortably. Shop the collection today at www.lovershipapparel.com or find us on ourplugs.com. Lovership Apparel, where love meets style.
This fall, step into style that has bold and beautiful as the season itself. From cozy layers, statement pieces, Morningstar Boutique has everything to meet your needs. Affordable fashion meets everyday elegance. This season, it's your time to shine.
Welcome to Compassion Counseling and Training Services, LLC, where healing takes flight. I am Nicole Wiley, licensed independent clinical social worker, and we empower children, individuals, families, and couples through individualized therapy via telehealth. Using evidence-based approaches like CBT and mindfulness, we help clients build resilience and rediscover their wings. If you're ready to begin your journey, visit CompassionCounselingandTrainingServices.com.
And I'd like you to do one more thing for me. Hold up two fingers. This is you, and this is me, and the space that exists between us should be filled with value.
Equal, a global human initiative, and its value identity model are the outcomes of that day, the outcome that Prince, the revolution, and George Floyd produced.
And we are back. You are listening to Our Plugs, a community connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. So, yes, we talked about, Marge and her issues. Nobody care. And we talked about the breaking news over the weekend. But I do want to get into something more that's going to hit home. SNAP is back, but there's cuts and changes that will take place immediately. So, I know we want to do a deep dive into this because a lot of people are affected by this. I believe it's like 42 million people that are using SNAP benefits, and they need to know what changes are happening. Well, I can tell you this. Number one, everyone on SNAP will now have to reapply, which scares me because think about it. If there are 40 some odd million people on SNAP and they have to reapply, they don't have the manpower to actually approve. Are they going to auto approve all these people? They don't know what they're doing. So how is that even going to work? That is my biggest concern.
To me, this is just all part of Project 2025, where they want to cut these benefits. I mean, it was already in the big, beautiful bill about cutting these benefits down. So this is just the easier way now that they're making everybody reapply to go in and, at this point, pick and choose who will receive these benefits, if they making it harder for them to qualify, to use all those extra stipulations that they planned on using before. I mean, taking people through, basically dragging them through HELL hockey sticks right now.
For what reason?
Just to feed their kids.
Yeah, just to feed their kids.
So Project 2025 can continue.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, they have this stipulation: all able-bodied adults without dependents must work at least 80 hours. So what if they are unable to complete that 80 hours? You're going to take your little, what is it? I'm not even sure, $150 away from them because they weren't able to get 80 hours. Or what if they can't find a job? There's so many what ifs in this entire equation that we really don't have anybody to actually do a deep dive and say, what's the right procedure? How do you do this? Why not just flip it back off? Flip it back on. You flipped it off, flip it back on. Why not just keep it like it is? And then over time, you can reevaluate people the correct way. But no, you just want to gut it, which you have. You gutted everybody. Now you're going to make everyone go in and reapply. That is
too much right. I mean, them just flipping the switch. First of all, what happened to that money?
There you go.
Let's clear those things up first. What happened to that money that y'all was supposed to have in the emergency funds for SNAP? I mean, we ain't forgot about that. Everybody, we sometimes tend to brush over things and be like, okay, well, it's back in action. The government reopened. Yes, which everybody gonna get back to work, and at least federal workers right now, and which is a good thing for federal workers. It's a good thing because nobody deserves not to be able to feed their family and take care of their bills and live a productive life. However, where that money at?
Where's it at?
Where that money?
Where's it at? Why did Justice Ketanji have to stop and say, no, we need an audit? I'm glad she did, because I think that we need an audit on every dime that we put into this society, every dime. I mean, that's crazy. We are paying taxes and we don't know what they're doing with our money. Mm-hmm. We really and truly don't. They get the money and it's like paradise for them. They use it as if it's their money. I just, at this point, I want to know Where is the money, Lashandra? And to be clear, able-bodied adults are people, it used to be 18 to 54. Now it's 18 to 65. They want Social Security to people to retire at age 70, 70. Excuse me? 70 before we can get our full benefits?
Says the man who never worked, did a white collar job of any sort a day in
A
his
day,
a day,
a day.
any kind of collared job a day in his life. But
Get
they
this.
chose him.
Parents who were responsible for a dependent under 18 also used to be exempt from the work requirements. But now an exemption only applies to adults responsible for a dependent under the age of 14. So as soon as you turn 15, I got to go back to work and you're just left to your own devices. What if you have a child with cancer, cerebral palsy, you name it? These people are insane.
They don't care, y'all. This is called, these are psychopaths. Like I said, like I always say, we are dealing with a Decepticon administration. Everybody is crooks. We dealing with a president who has dementia, and nobody will go ahead and pull the plug yet.
And tell the truth.
Okay. And we have incompetent people who are not able to pass legislation. I mean, it's so bad.
It is.
It is so bad.
It's heartbreaking.
And we're literally reaping everything of what has happened in the past 10 months. Not even a full year yet.
Absolutely.
Imagine that. Not even a full year.
Honey, and the one big beautiful bill.
A bull.
It also changes non-citizen eligibility for SNAP. So according to new guidance from the USDA, only the following groups can qualify for SNAP. U.S. citizens, U.S. nationals, Cuban and Haitians, entrants, and Compact of Free Association citizens. That's COFA. I'm not sure who that is. I have to look that up. COFA is a financial assistance agreement between the U.S., Micronesian, the Marshall Islands, and Palau. Lawful permanent residents, also known as green card holders, are only eligible for a SNAP after a 5-year waiting period. What? What?
Oh, take us out of this nightmare. It's like the things that they are about to make these people go through after not having their benefits, now go through. And I think some people did get half of their benefits back.
Yeah.
Like for a minute, they only got half of it. That's, to me, that's half groceries. That's half eating. So I'm a half eat for the month. Like,
I mean, it's pretty ridiculous. There's a lot more. I mean, we can keep going, but just know that they don't care. I mean, the cost of non-complying will require states to manage SNAP more accurately for risks losing funding. So if the states, say if a blue state doesn't comply, they risk losing funding for the entire state. That's crazy. While SNAP is paid by federal dollars, it's administered by the states. I guess they say, since we're giving you the money, we're going to tell you what you have to do in order to comply to continue to get the money. If we find you out of compliance, we're going to take the money away.
Just bullies. They are bullies.
Yes, they are. They're big bullies, and they don't care about people. You're making it harder. So they say, okay, we'll take it away, and they're going to make us give it back. But they didn't say how we had to give it back. So we're going to make it harder for you to actually get assistance and keep assistance. It's ridiculous. I would like to see how they're going to actually implement putting all these people, making them reapply.
Right.
They will overload the system. The system, I mean, you think about it, they don't go into the office and reapply. They reapply online. You're going to bring down the servers. It's 40 some odd million people. What are we doing? And what if you don't have access to actually use the internet? Then? What, you just stay hungry? It's this government. Anywho, that is some of the update. I suggest everyone who is affected by this, please go online, put in your local office, and give them a call and find out what it is that you need to do. Be proactive versus reactive. Don't wait for them to come to you. You go to them and you set it up yourself. Otherwise, you'll be in a long wait. Trust me. 40 million people, they may not get to you for years. Think about it. 40 million. So think about it like this: 40 million people. How many people do they actually have approving? Do they even have the manpower to approve that many people? I mean, a person has to review your case.
Right.
Case workers do they have? So go in and be proactive versus reactive is DJ Kitty's suggestion.
Right.
I do have something funny I wanted to talk about, but go ahead, because I think you have one more, and then
Yeah. So I don't know if y'all heard this. I remember seeing the video. It was crazy. So this was back in like October to be exact, October 27th. A white officer in Baltimore tried to run over a black man.
Yes.
He tried to run him over. Like he literally jumped the curb, did a spin around on the grass, and put the pedal to the floor, and the man was running literally for his life. He was trying to run him over.
Yep.
And so an update to that is this white officer who tried to run over a black man is now indicted for attempted murder.
That's what you get.
Good.
That's exactly what you get.
Yep. Baltimore State Attorney Evan Bates has announced a sweeping indictment against suspended Baltimore police officer Robert A. Parks after a viral video showed the officer attempting to use his patrol vehicle to run over an African-American citizen. Bates made the announcement alongside of the Public Trust and Police Integrity Unit on Wednesday, November 12th, emphasizing the charges reflecting on severity of actions captured on video. It was very severe.
It was.
He literally tried to run that man down
and
kill him, unalive him.
Yes, he was trying his best.
Yeah.
The man had to jump. He ran out the field, ran across the street. The man
had to run into a building, right, or something.
Run into a building, and this enraged savage wrecked his patrol car trying to unalive this young man, this young black man. Let's be clear. And of course, he was the usual suspect. Always is. Going out trying to unalive a citizen.
Listen, and here's the story, a little bit of the story on this article. So on October 27th, around 5 p.m. outside of Willie's Liquor Bar, you know, it had to be a Willie, on Wiley Avenue, were several people that were gathering. Parks, who was the police officer, approached them. See, they minding their business. They weren't doing nothing illegal. They were just loitering, hanging out.
Standing there,
hang out.
Standing there.
Exactly, minding their business. Remember, when you're black, you're never alone. So he comes up and told them it was getting a little hot. That's what he told them, and asked them to take a lap.
What?
After the group began walking away, he re-entered his patrol car and drove westbound before stopping near one of the individuals. Parker called the person by name, motioned for him to come over, and warned him not to make it worse. But the individual refused and began to walk away. So apparently he knew him. He knew who the person was. Probably a dude who hang out around there. And he probably been antagonizing this.
Yeah, they need to look at his record and see if he's arrested him before.
And the boy walked the other way, like, I ain't about to fool with you. I ain't did nothing. Leave me alone. And that's when he got enraged and tried to run him down with his vehicle. It was all caught on tape.
Shout out to the guy
for these tapes.
Right, to us.
Yeah, shout out to the guy who recorded. He got good footage too.
He sure did. And was talking to him like, really gonna try and run this young man over? Why are you running? Why are you driving him down? And he was like, you know, everything he was saying is something I would have been saying. I would have been cursing, but I would have been saying the same thing. It doesn't make any sense. Why are you doing this? Why are you chasing this young man? What's wrong with you? But that's how they do.
It's the rage.
It is.
They have this rage about them. This they DNA. They just cannot take, like, they can't be unbothered. They can't leave us alone, first of all. And when we're unbothered, if we ignore them, we send them into a rage. When we don't participate in their shenanigans, I mean, you see it all day on social media. When you don't entertain them, they get frustrated. They get mad. If you laugh at them, oh, that sends them over the edge. They cannot simply just let us be and leave us alone.
Our very existence irritates their soul.
Yes, they're psychopaths. Yes.
Yeah. And if you don't believe us, then maybe you need to go sit on somebody's couch, because that is definitely what it is. If you are going to push back and say, "Oh no, I'm not like that," I just don't, go sit on somebody's couch, because you got some pinned up hate and rage towards people who don't care anything about you. We wouldn't care if you were breathing or not, honestly. Okay. I'm glad to hear that he has some consequences coming to him. Some consequences and repercussions, because God knows he deserves them. He definitely does.
He does.
So now I wanted to talk about this really, really quick. Former Spanish soccer boss Rubiales egged by uncle at book presentation. He was doing a book presentation, y'all, and the uncle, this is the nephew, the uncle egged him. And I'm like,
did you say egged? Like threw an egg at him in the middle of his interview?
He threw 3 of them.
Not your uncle trolling you. What in the world?
Threw 3 eggs.
Oh no! What did he do to piss him off?
On Thursday at a Madrid book launch, former president of the Spanish Football Federation, Luis Rubiales, was pelted with 3 eggs, reportedly by his uncle, Luis Ruben Rubiales.
Yeah, they got the same name. Luis. I told you.
The book revisits the World Cup incident for fall and last month. Publishers teased, he must have teased them, where Luis Rubiales blamed conspiracy and armchair after kissing somebody. I don't know. But video footage shows 3 eggs being thrown, with at least 1 hitting him as he spun to avoid at least 2, and 1 splattered on a nearby screen.
Not the eggs coming at you full throttle, like, really? I mean, what that mean when you throw eggs at your nephew? Like, are you booing him? What is going on?
I mean, the family dinners are
really
going to
happening
be
here?
tough. Yes, there are people in my family that I would like to say some words to, but I'm not going to go to their event and egg them. I
mean, for what?
That's so petty.
That's real petty. He had to really. Oh Lord, these stories, y'all. It's stuff that's happening all the time across these news channels. I'm telling you, it. Not only do we have the entertainment of the White House every day, it's still a whole lot of other things. And Kitty got her a funny one. I see. At least it ain't just me that get the crazy funny.
When I read this, I'm like,
you had to read it a few times.
Yes, like egg, like you took an egg and threw it at your nephew, who's named after you.
Right.
Well, evidently the man, the one that got, got egged, he is a disgraced ex-Spanish soccer boss. You know, I don't know what he did. I'm gonna have to look at it to see what did he do. I need to find out what did Luis do for you to come as his uncle to his book
Luis,
signing,
Luis.
and you actually pelted him with eggs.
Yeah,
What happened after that? Did
we
you
gotta talk about this.
charge him? Did you what?
We're going to deep dive into this.
Because I gotta find out why
This is a
why
little
did he do it?
outrageous, y'all.
I don't know, but that's what I wanted to bring up today. Hold on, keep going, Miss Morningstar. I need
Okay.
to check and see on Coach Nikki.
Coach Nikki. Okay, let me tell y'all about this. Did y'all hear about? Okay, so I just read this article about former NBA star Patrick Beverly. He was arrested over the weekend. He found home alone. He found a man home alone with his little sister. Now I don't know how old his little sister is. Let me see. Hold on. Let's read this. So Beverly was arrested on Friday in Texas on a third-degree felony assault. He was taken into custody. Let's see, accused of assaulting a family or a household member, impeding breathe or circulation. Oh wow, he might have been strangling them. Choked that dude. I don't know what the dude did, but he choked him out. And they say little sister, but I hope she's over age. But if she underage, I get it.
Actually, okay. wait. He didn't choke the guy that was in the house. He choked his sister.
He was choking his sister?
Mm-hmm.
What'd she do?
She was underage and had an 18-year-old in the house. There's nothing.
So how old was the sister?
I don't know. I'm not sure. It doesn't say how old she is.
Okay, so I'm reading. It says a young lady, a minor. So she is a minor.
Mm-hmm. She's under 18.
And unexpected found her alone in home with an 18-year-old man in the middle of the night. Why you choke your sister though? Was she trying to fight? I don't know. See, that's a family squabble. I don't know. You don't choke your little baby sister
You
out.
You don't choke
your baby sister
where they had
out.
to call the police.
Yes, bruh.
Where,
and you gone to jail. You go after the dude probably ran.
Not just that, but Miss Morningstar, not only did he choke her, but they had to call them. They had to call EMT. The girl was hurt. Oh. You know, that's why he's being charged. He's being charged for bodily assault on a family member. Now you got to think. Think about it. You got older brothers.
I do. I know how they was that. I do.
Like I know, if you come in the middle of the night, my brothers would go off on me. They wouldn't put their hands on me because they know they can't whoop me. Anywho, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna say that. I don't care what y'all say, little brothers.
Well, mine ain't with me because I had them hands. They used to be like,
yeah,
you're a little crazy. Yes. You're a little different. Little different.
Okay. And my daddy wasn't having that no way. You put your hands
on my daddy wasn't having that. So, and they say that to this day. Like, daddy wouldn't let us do nothing. That's right.
That's to be the quickest way for you for my old man to jump on you. And they want them problems.
They want the problem.
Evidently, he put his hands on her. And it to the point where they had to call the police. Now, I take it back to we have brothers. And if we did have a fight, me and my brothers, my daddy gonna jump on him. Or, my mama's gonna break it up. We're gonna break it up. But if they have to call the police because you are outraged, why would they have to call the police is my concern.
Well, I really would like to know just a little. I mean, I don't really know him, but just a little bit more of the story because as I'm reading on, it's just he doesn't have a criminal record. He cares deeply for his little sister. Like, so if something got out of hand, and it went too far.
It went way too far if you put your hand.
Now you got you gonna have a record behind that.
Well, right the day before this even happened, he was on social media talking down on Megan Thee Stallion and called her a derogatory name. And
see, you know more about him than I do. I don't know much about this guy.
Clay Thomas,
Mm-hmm.
Megan, he made a statement telling him, "Hey, this is not what we're gonna do." He made it politically correct, but he was, in my words, raise up off my gal. Period.
Checking him.
It's
As he
as
should.
he should.
What?
You know, who are you? But the very next day, you getting arrested. So maybe you need, if you're listening, sir, you need to worry about yourself.
Right.
No, you married to a white woman, but that don't mean you have to act like a white woman. Boom, I said it.
Wow.
And I meant it. Just because
Yeah.
you're married to her, don't mean you have to treat your Black sister any
Let's hope.
kind of way.
I don't know what's going on there, but I'm sending my thoughts and prayers to the family, because that's
Karma.
not good. That
Karma.
it's not a good read.
It's called karma. All right, so let's go ahead and take a quick break. Coach Nikki is on her way in. Let's take a quick break. Y'all pay attention to karma, because karma's real, and she waits right good until you think you are in the clear, and she jumps on you. Ask the man with the rotten hands. Y'all think of a word. What does DT stand for? Let me go ahead and go to break. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection, on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Why advertise with Our Plugs, LLC? What do you get? Radio promotion. Perfect for online businesses. YouTube promotion. Customers can view your commercial. TikTok promo. Gain followers and showcase product. Follow us on all platforms. YouTube and TikTok. Our Plugs, LLC. www.ourplugs.com.
Hey guys, yes, this is my nonprofit, Carter's Caring Hands. And what my nonprofit does, we give fresh food boxes to those families in need that's struggling to keep food on their tables. We also go out into the unhoused community, give out care bags here in the Kalamazoo, Michigan area. So if you'd like to donate to the cause, please go to www.carterscaringhands.com and donate whatever you can, so we together can uplift those families that's struggling to keep food on their tables. Highly appreciate it. God bless.
Opame Simplistic Beauty is hair care and skincare in a bottle. Take a quick survey and let us design your own formula. Go to ourplugs.com, look for Opame Simplistic Beauty, and we can get your formula out to you as soon as possible. We hope to hear from you soon. Have a great day.
Welcome to a world that sparkles. Tumblers for every personality. For the men, smoking trays and cutting boards. For the women, flower jewelry and honeybee coasters. Tic-tac-toe and dominoes. Sneakers, sneakers, sneakers. Sparkle Luxe keychains and trinket trays. Head over to ourplugs.com and receive a special coupon code for $7 off $35.
Hi everyone, my name is Ashley Middleton, life and executive leadership coach and owner of Radiate Coaching and Development, where we provide transformational strength-based coaching and mentorship. My goal specifically is to support you in identifying your mission, your vision, and your values that help you take your power back as you are building your career. Whether it's within or outside of the corporate world, my goal is to really empower you in making decisions that work well for you. So if you want to reach out to me, by all means, you can email me at radiate@midspiration.com or check out my website at radiatecoaching.com.
Welcome to Transformation Training Academy, where your journey to purpose starts here. Do strangers come up to you in public and ask for advice? Do your friends and family flock to you at the first sight of something being wrong? Do you have a passion for helping others? If so, this might be for you. For more information, email us at info@thetransformationtrainingacademy.com or go to ourplugs.com. Applications due November 10th.
And we are back. You're listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection, on WKRA 92.7 The Change. Okay, so I wanted to speak on something with corporate greed. Corporate greed is it's a real thing, and unfortunately, we are seeing the greediest of the greedy in our government. Trump bought $82 million in corporate bonds as a conflict. So he did not um, diverse. So when you're a president, you can't have special interest on, you can't make money basically. Well, Trump said, hold my beer, because he has all the influence. So of course he's going to have all the knowledge. And why would he be buying bonds? November 15th, federal ethics filings show President Donald Trump bought no less than 82 million in corporate and municipal bonds between late August through early October, with disclosures dated October 17th through October 20th. The filings show a heavy tilt towards municipal debt, as officials says independent managers run the portfolio, while President Trump did not use a blind trust. So he's not supposed to be making money during this time. However, he is. Notably, the disclosure shows Intel bonds were acquired shortly after the US government, under Trump's leadership, took a stake in the company along with JP Morgan bonds in late August. That was before he asked the Justice Department to investigate JP Morgan Chase. So basically, he's conning the American people. He's conning the banking system all the way around. All the way around, it's all a con. And I don't see why it is that our Congress, I know they haven't been in session, they haven't been working, period. But I don't know why they haven't stepped in and say we have to do something in order to stop this man. He is, how do you become richer while you're in office? How? Because you're using every avenue to make money. And people need to understand that. Need to understand that what he's doing now is what he has been doing. You're absolutely right, T-Wiz. T-Wiz says on TikTok, Trump has been a con since he was a kid. Unfortunately, we knew, anybody with an ounce of common sense knew that this man was going to do this. I mean, Kamala told us. Did you hear Michelle Obama said that she doesn't think that America's ready for a woman president?
I believe her. I mean, they've showed it. They've
Yeah,
showed it twice. I mean, they didn't choose Hillary. They didn't choose
Kamala.
they didn't choose Kamala.
Yeah. And
It's a
even,
lot of misogynists in this world. I mean, it's not only just the colorism issue with, racist issues and
mhm,
classism issues. It's misogyny issues in the
and
United States.
ridiculous.
Huge.
Yeah. And that's why we're here today. That is why we are here today. I just saw your message. Do you need to go?
No, I went and checked, so
Okay.
I'm back for now. Well, I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, just keep me posted. I see that Coach Nikki has joined us. Let's go ahead and bring her on the stage. And well, hello,
Good
Coach
morning,
Nikki.
ladies.
Good
I had
morning.
technical difficulty this morning, but good morning. Y'all, the water heater went out, so forgive me, my delay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Having a day, huh?
Yeah,
Already.
Already, but that's okay. We're gonna roll with these punches. We're gonna
we
roll
are.
with them. What's up, TikTok? What's up, YouTube? What's up, Instagram? We're gonna keep
Hey,
rolling.
hey.
Yeah.
I know. Just take a deep breath, okay? Because this too shall pass. In the words of
Yes. Yes.
your birthday twin, this too shall pass. You'll get through.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
have a little book in here that says that on there. That's the cover of the book, and it has all these beautiful scriptures when you're going through certain things to refer to. So absolutely, I have to be reminded of that. So thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. It gets tough, but this too shall pass. I'm
Yeah,
glad to see you, though. I'm
I'm
glad to
happy to
see
see
you.
y'all too. Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Thank
I
you.
love your subject today: standards, boundaries, and consequences.
Yeah,
God knows, right now we are listening and dealing with people who need some standards,
Mhm.
some boundaries, and a lot of people are getting those consequences.
Mhm.
And it's well deserved, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that that's almost like a life equation. We've talked about this before, and I want to say I heard you ladies kind of chit-chatting about boundaries. Mrs. Jacks or somebody a few days ago, and I was like, that's really good conversation. But your standards, boundaries, and consequences. I think that if you don't set boundaries in life, boundaries are your life rules. We talked about this before in another segment. I believe that boundaries are your life rules, and you set your own rules for your life as far as what people are going to, how people are going to treat you, what you're going to stand for, things like that of that nature. And then those become your standards, I believe. Then those become your standards. Once you start allowing people to break those two, you got consequences to pay behind that.
Absolutely.
You've got consequences to pay behind that. I think a lot of people are paying the consequences, or at least seeing the consequences of their choice. And Kitty, I was listening to y'all in the background a little bit about, how you said, how do you get rich in this country after, how do you get rich off the country or get more rich from being a politician? I knew a long time ago, and a lot of people knew that the president is a businessman. There was no thought in my mind that he was going to come in here and look out for other people. Like, have y'all seen The Apprentice? Have y'all seen
Oh yeah.
There was no.
But see, yes, everything is like a TV show. This is reality TV to him. This is not for real.
Yeah, there was. I did not ever think. I have said time and time again. I said I know other countries laugh at us because
Of course they do.
Joke. I felt like it was a joke.
We laughed at us.
I mean, because it's silly, right? And what's the video? Everybody has to see this video. I don't know if y'all shared it on here, but the video of the woman with the one tooth, and she was like that. She hoped everything went up more until after the ballroom.
Why they always got the one?
And I'm like,
why they go to the dentist though, y'all?
Baby, they really ain't about to have no insurance now.
I know that if I'm laughing at that, other people are laughing at us. Now I laugh at it, but then I'm like, I'm a little bit scared with people's mindsets being there.
They walk amongst us. That's why I'm scared.
Listen,
you never know.
First of all, that whole character looked like somebody from The Hills Have Eyes. So I cannot believe, I don't want to believe, and I think this is exactly why I have to be the free thinker that I am, because it literally will stress me out. Like, there are people in here, if you've ever had struggles with anxiety, depression, or anything like that, you know that certain thoughts will trigger other thoughts, and then that snowballs you, and it's really hard to shake that. It's really hard to get out of that, and you live in a world of fear. Blazin is laughing in the chat. It's hilarious, right? Trump has been a con since he was a kid. Oh, yeah, T-Wiz. But he's also been rich since he was a kid, too. I don't know why that was missed when it came time to vote. But it will trigger certain things. And I was the type of person, like, I grew up having to take medication because I'm such a critical thinker. Like, I'll think about something and then I'm going down the line 10 years later how it's going to go bad. So it's certain things where I'm like, okay, I'm going to do my part as much as I can, but I'm not going to stress and worry about it because it will drive me crazy. You hear that woman with that one tooth saying what she said, baby, you are struggling. You are struggling yourself. And you're talking about you wanted to keep going up to what?
It's insane.
Everybody has access to the internet. Everybody can see this. And I did go through a phase where I was terrified of what happened. I feel like it makes us look so weak as a country.
It does. But, they knew, just like we knew, just like we all know, the only reason why they elected a con man, a pedophile, a sick individual, the only reason why is because they cannot vote for a woman, especially a Black woman, period.
Mm-hmm. And they're trying to save their race. I mean, they're trying to preserve what they think is starting to slip away. It's an entitlement thing. I'm entitled to this. I was born to be on this particular level. That's why when we always, and I don't know, Nikki, you probably heard it on TikTok, where we explain about racism and what it really means. It's a system. It's a system that is systematically structured to the benefit of white people, of white men in particular, because this system was built for them.
Mhm.
We were not created in this system for it to be something that would benefit us. We had to work at a different levels to get to different levels, but systematically everything is structured for them. They're
Yes.
not in the Constitution. There's no
Yeah.
laws against them that's ever been written.
And
It was just a given.
yeah, I think that's really unfortunate. Powerful Black Woman, I see your comment. It says it shows the myth that white folks are not superior and never were. I mentioned this before. This conversation tailors to what we're talking about here, and we might have we might keep it right here. I'm okay with that, because I get sick and tired of the idea, because you take it back to the root of, you literally can't stand somebody because of the color that they were born. And when you sit and think about that, how much hate in your heart do you have to even have that mindset? Rewind all the way back where my great grandmama was breastfeeding your white child.
Yeah.
So please tell me. I need to understand, because without us,
you wouldn't be here.
So sit with yourself. Anybody that's on here that's possibly racist, I know y'all run into them on y'all's lives a lot, especially Mrs. Jack's lives. Like, I hear the conversation, I sit back and I'm observing, like, but for me, I she said they lose it. I literally will simplify, like, you literally, and these are the conversations that I have, plain and simple, just like this. So you hate me for something that wasn't my choice? You too are a soul having a human experience. You hate me for something that wasn't my choice, although I would choose to be Black over and over and over again.
Every time.
Over and over and over again. I love this big nose and these big lips. But you're telling me, and then everything that we do culturally, everything is derived from them. I'm telling you, I was in the line at Chipotle the other day, and I knew that this person could not stand brown people. And I'm laughing because we're standing. And if I was the type of person that take pictures of people, I would. And it would have been all over top tick. But I knew that it was a couple. I knew they couldn't stand it. And they're standing there looking at the little, like Chipotle has like these pictures, black and white pictures of different artists on the wall and stuff like that. And I'm like, and I'm looking at the sign, Chipotle Mexican Grill. And I'm looking at them.
Say it, sis.
And I'm looking at them. And I said,
and they sure want to eat there, don't they?
So do.
I wanted to say, good, ain't it? Like,
ain't it good?
Where do you get that from? Where do you get that from? And I really feel like I don't know if we're going to get the message across by the divisive conversations we have when we're yelling and bickering at each other, which is why I sit calmly and say, so you can't stand me for something that I literally was just born here. You believe that I came out of my mother's womb clear, maybe? And I said, I'm thinking right there. I'm picking what everybody hates right there. I need you to think deeply about where your hate comes from. And did you automatically just hate, or did somebody teach you to hate? Just like the things that we know right now, we only know them because someone taught them to us. So are you naturally like, is it innate, your hate? And then I do feel bad for certain white tea people that love our culture, because some of them get a bad rap. Just because, a lot of people like the guilty by association type situation. I feel bad for some of them. I got some cool white buddies, and I feel bad for them. I got one white friend named Becky. I'm like, damn, they couldn't.
Not her name Becky. They couldn't give her any other name. Becky.
And then I got a white friend named Shauna. Like, and these people have been so close, and they really advocate for us as much as possible, especially in front of us, behind our backs, everything. Because it's so they catch a bad rep because of their ancestors.
Yeah.
And I said to somebody the other day, I was like, well, if we're going to label all white people ancestors, we need to label all black people slaves, because that's what I came from. And I'm not that no more, though. But I'm not that no more, though. My family's not that no more. That's from generations and generations and generations. I think a lot of people need to sit down at the table and unlearn and relearn, because it's ridiculous. And you automatically feel like, tell me that your number one thought when you see a white person when you're out. Tell me your number one thought is, I wonder who they voted for, or I wonder if they're racist.
I don't even think that way anymore.
Yeah.
I don't even wonder anymore. Until you show me differently, I'm just going to assume that that's what you've done.
So they just automatically, you see what I'm saying though? Like automatically,
But I
feel
think
like
we gotta. I
Mhm.
think what it is that the the PTSD that a lot of us have suffered through the years,
There you go.
regardless, it has built up in these last 10 years under this particular, and it has been 10 years under this administration, but 10 years of dealing with this nonsense of president who came in and changed the whole dynamics, things that were already there, but just let them come out more,
Yeah.
where people are more bolder, people
Absolutely.
are more bracing.
Absolutely, I believe
And
that.
now we are, and brown people, okay, we definitely have the right to feel that way. We have the right to look at you sideways just because we don't know, because trust is not there. Nope, we can't trust you. We can't trust anybody at this point. We really can't trust y'all. Trust them.
Honestly.
So it's just there. It's sitting there, and we are our ancestors. We are our ancestors' greatest dreams. The things that we become, the things that we are doing now, but we can't live it down and just be normal or be left alone, because we still always, when you're black, you're never alone. It's somebody always lurking over your shoulder or saying something or doing something. I even witnessed it. It happened a couple days ago. I stumbled on a live and they didn't know I was in there. It was a group of white people just beating down black people that they hang out in their lives. But saying how they come there, we come there just so we can listen to them. They like to bait us, they like to antagonize us. This is what they enjoy doing. That's why I don't deal with
This is
them.
why I respond calmly.
And this is why we have, my boundaries will not be subjugated by anybody who is on that MAGA blagger tip. I don't care what national, if you voted for him and you are okay with them being creeps and PDFs and all that, man, we ain't got nothing to talk about. I have boundaries. I don't want to discuss anything with you. I don't want to pick your brain and try to understand. I do not care what you go through. Stay away from me. Because I have boundaries, and to cross those boundaries with me, to actually jeopardize where I feel safe at, and I'm not jeopardizing my sense of peace and security for nobody. I don't care what you have to say. I don't care. I don't want to talk.
Yeah. I agree. And I think part of my standard is not responding to chaos with chaos. Like, I think Morningstar was on the live. This was earlier this year, I think it was. And Priscilla was on there too. And we were having a calm conversation. And I'll jump in the fire, because I'm not going to, you're not going to angry black woman me ever.
Right.
It's not going to happen. And I will absolutely pop off and tell you how many degrees I have. You're not going to angry black woman me.
They don't care nothing about
education.
They hate you because of that. They hate you because
this man. I'm on. So I think you were on there because
it was my live.
Yes, it was your live, and
he tried to take you
last time. Yeah, he's like, when's the last time you had like a racial encounter? I was like, the other day. I was like, this white woman snatched her purse and was like, I don't like black people, and I'm like, it's so funny to me that
he was like, you're a liar.
You're a liar. You're a liar. That didn't even happen to you. And I'm like, I love that you believe that these people aren't out here doing this because you feel like you wouldn't do it. But some of y'all's kids are sitting right in the school having these conversations as young little high schoolers and middle schoolers. But I'm telling you that happened to me, my own personal experience, and you called me a liar as if you were there. I lost friends behind this administration. I'm okay. So I can't say I lost them. I got rid of some, but it happened. It definitely happened.
Oh, I definitely had to block a few people. I blocked on
Facebook. In his first term, I had a Mexican friend, who would and she was in the army. I'm not gonna mention her name, but she voted for him and then turned right around, and her baby cousin ended up in one of those cages. And I literally was like,
did you say anything to her? What was that?
I really couldn't. I couldn't formulate the words to say to her, Kitty, because it would have sounded like ha ha na boo boo, and I didn't want to come off like that because it was sad. That stuff was sad.
Very sad.
But there was nothing else that I could have said outside of that. We are no longer friends.
People have to understand consequences. There's a consequence to that vote.
You didn't have any standards.
Consequences, baby. You know, I am a firm believer that when you live by the sword, you unalive by it, okay? Plain and simple. How you walk this earth and treat people, it comes back to you. Look at Patrick. What's the young man who's strangled his sister after he just got through disparaging a black woman on social media for what reason? And he's married to a white woman. I know that has nothing to do with it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. So, but you disparage this black woman, and the next day you go to jail for choking your sister. So is it that you hate black people, or is it karma coming back to catch up with you and say, "Hey, what's up? You started this. How you doing?" Marjorie Taylor Greene, another one. Go ahead.
I will always identify and acknowledge that racism exists. Y'all are chopping it up on the chat, and I love it on both of them. But you can never explain that away to me. You can never explain that away to me, because I'm going to always come to you hate because for none other reason than something that is no one else. It's almost like hating someone that has a disability, born with one.
No, they hate us. What is disability? They hate our greatness. This melanin skin that we all absorb and love ourselves within. It's not a disability. I don't see it as a negative. I see it as you hate me because, in all honesty, you put us down, but you want to be us so bad. You pay good money to have our lips, our hips, our bottoms. You pay to look like us, and you're mad because we're born like this naturally. And
I'm saying, like, the root of it, the origination of it, you literally were treated poorly because of the color of your skin. This is before. Now, we always been great. Let me just say that. But this is before you even experienced how great we could be. You hated. You just simply hated.
No, what it boils, and you're right, they hate. But to me, I've read a few books. I did a little research. What it boils down to is they've always known our greatness. This is nothing new. They've always known our greatness, but they also knew what our weaknesses were. And and that was the only time in life maybe they were smart enough to get the strength to bring over and capture and run and develop their country, develop their world for them. They knew what they could use against our ancestors. Yes, that type of punishment and that treachery that they went through. No, we didn't go through it, but they went through it. That's pain enough to last for a lifetime and to pass down from generation to generation to generation. And we have not had, and it has passed down from generation to generation. Our pain behind what our ancestors went through, behind what our ancestors in the civil rights, that wasn't that long ago. That was only 40, 50
My mama
years
was
ago.
alive.
My mama was alive.
My dad
So
was
it wasn't
alive.
that long ago. So when people say, "Oh, well, that was so long ago, what happened?" No, it wasn't. Our pain never stopped.
Right.
And to this day, our pain continues because they unalive our children. They harass us constantly. They make fun of the way we talk. They claim that because we are this color, we're on food stamps, we're on welfare. They claim we have tons of children with tons of men. I mean, so for them to say, "Well, that happened so long ago," no, it's happening today.
That's actually a funny statement, Morningstar, because when I was a financial quality coordinator at the hospital, I had to run the insurance and Medicaid. Do you know the majority of people on welfare are white people?
Yes.
There's a trailer park right across the street. It's full of white people. Full.
Yeah, that's typically the case. It's just when they created television, they told a vision of Black people being at the very bottom, and they didn't want to tell the true vision of us every generation we have built and built. Yes, of course, there will be some that fall back. Trust me, that's just how it's supposed to be. But ever since television got into everybody's home and they told this vision across the entire world that it's Black people that are the problem, they have had to live on that. Social media is what has destroyed their little bubble. Yes, we are right at the cusp, at the end What y'all laughing at?
Well, no, I'm laughing at this conversation is so good.
No, that's what I'm laughing at. The conversation is
it's so
getting
good.
At the
It's
time,
really so good because I really want to say, like, I'm the disruptor. I will shake the whole room and let you know that if you just look around, you tell that Black people make this world great. The world great. The world great. Country music, rock and roll, all of that, everything that we got going on. Y'all women right now trying to buy BBL. I want everybody to listen to Neptune 21, Black Goddess. Listen to that song. Listen to that song.
That is true.
Listen to that song. And it's true. And it's okay. Y'all can let it go. Let it go. Because the way I saw Viper said, we too forgiving. We do. Because how many movies have you seen when Big Mama was telling the other little white kid that did something bad? Come on in here, sugar. Get you something to eat. My grandmama did it. But for real, y'all, we make this world better. It's not a threat. Because we're gonna invite you too. It's not a threat. Look how we
depends on who you are. I
Did y'all
invite you unless you acting like you got some sense?
Unless you act like you got some sense. But did y'all watch Ginger TikTok a few months ago where a lot of the redheads were realizing that, they were talking about how they got picked on and things like that. And they were realizing that they have some, origination to Black people. And they were planning this big old cookout. And they were saying they were going to invite the redhead people because redhead people were like, they used to get called fire crotch and things like that and all these derogatory terms. And so I saw a lot of them connecting with other Black people saying, so you understand how it feels to be talked about just because of the color of your skin. And a lot of people's eyes were open to how they were. Y'all look up Ginger TikTok.
I've seen it.
Like there's all of that stuff. And that was a time where it was like, they were like, man, F these regular white people. Like, y'all do this like trash. But I'm like, I had conversations with some of myself. I was like, this is what you are white and got mistreated by them. Can you imagine?
Being Black?
What?
In America?
Can you imagine?
I love it though. I need people to understand we aren't sad about it. We love being Black in America. However, y'all are the ones that are fighting tooth and nail to get in our face and in our space. And we have politely said no is a complete sentence. Nikki, thank you so much for gracing.
I love y'all. Part 2 next week.
Yes, we'll do part 2 next week where we'll do a true deep dive into standards, boundaries, and consequences. Any last words, honey?
I love y'all. Be great. Choose you. Choose happy. Do something good for yourself and do something good for somebody else this week. Pick a boundary, pick a standard, and stand on that thing. Okay?
I know that's right. Miss Morningstar, do you want to take us home? Can you take us home?
Yes, let's get out of here. Y'all have a great Monday morning. Remember 12 daily affirmations. Do your best today. Be great. We will see you back here tomorrow for Tuesday with Veterans Voice. Ali in the building. Y'all get ready. Y'all already know. Bring some popcorn because you know Ali bringing something. Thank you, Memphis, Tennessee, and Holly Springs, Mississippi. We'll see y'all. Thank you, TikTok, and everybody else. Have a great day. Appreciate y'all.
Hey y'all, it's DJ Kitty
and Miss Morningstar.
We are here from Our Plugs, the Community Connection, and we will be your new morning host on WKRA 92.7 The Change.
Yes, we will be broadcasting Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time.
We'll also be streaming on YouTube at Our Plugs LLC.
Be sure to tune in.